Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this song tutorial video. In the first part, I'm going to count out the song's chords so you'll know exactly how long to play each one. In the second part, I'm going to play through the entire song so you can practice along with me. So stick around to the end, and if you find this video helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, etc. Before we begin, you should click on that link at the top of the description and that'll take you to a chord chart containing all the chords and lyrics of the song you're about to practice. I recommend printing it out right now and grabbing a pencil so you can write in the number of beats per chord as I call them out to you. If you see a chord you don't recognize, and just click on link number 2 in the video's description and that'll take you to a list of chord tutorial videos. Finally, if you want to learn more songs once this video is over, click on link number 3 and that'll take you to a spreadsheet containing all of my chord charts and song tutorial videos. Now let's get started. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to play Omnipotent. This song is sung originally in both English and Portuguese, and I'm only going to do the English, but if you're interested in a version with English and Portuguese, I've got a chord chart for that linked in this video's description. So let's begin by going over the intro, and the intro has no chords. It's just going to be and ah. So first time second time ah. So here's how that sounds. Now the second time with an ah. 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 All right, now let's do the verses. So there's one set of verse lyrics, but there are 2 sets of verse chords. And optionally, you could just use the easier of the 2 sets. And I'll start with that one, which is the chords that they use for the second time through. So in the chord chart linked in this video's description, you can find this as the verse 1B chords. So it'll sound like this. Our Father, holy are you. Wise God, righteous and true. There's one pattern of chords that plays through twice here in verse 1B, and that pattern is as follows. A minor for 4, 2, 3, 4, then G for 4, 2, 3, 4, F for 4, 2, 3, 4. Now D minor for 3, 2, 3, and then a G for 1. So again, A minor for 4, G for 4, F for 4, D minor for 3, G for 1, and that pattern repeats for the second half of verse 1B. Now what if you want to do verse 1A? So there are some add chords in this rendition of the verse, and if you look at the chord chart, you'll see there's a G6, an F major 7, and a D minor 2. Well, I have good news for you, because all of those add chords just have the normal chord behind them and then the additional note E on top. And so if you're playing on the keyboard or piano, then basically just play the chord with your left hand and add the note E with your right hand for all of those add chords. Or on guitar, you can just play the chords normally, except leave the high E string open, and it'll turn the G6, the F major 7, and the D minor 2 into those particular add chords. So here's how it would sound with verse 1A. Our Father, holy are you. Normal G here. Only wise God, righteous and true. And you'll notice how the verse 1A and verse 1B chords have exactly the same number of beats as each other. All right, so now that we've gone through the verses, there's 2 parts left. Let's go to the chorus, and the chorus is going to sound like this. Omnipotent, abounding in mercy and perfect in your wisdom and judgment, you rule the earth with faithfulness, power, and love. Omnipotent, abounding in mercy and perfect in your wisdom and judgment, you rule the earth with faithfulness, power, and love. The chord timing is as follows. We've got that first A minor, 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we got G for 4 beats. Now F for 4 beats. Then we're going to have an E major for 3. 1, 2, 3, and then a G for 1. And that pattern is going to play through once for the chorus lyrics, but I recommend always doing the chorus at least 2 times through. All right, so that leaves just the bridge. And so the bridge has one pattern that's going to play through 3 times, and then on the last time, it's going to deviate a little bit. So I'm going to start by just playing through the bridge, and bear in mind that in the recording, what they do is they do the first half of the bridge, as in the first 2 lines, based on how it's written on my chord chart, in English. And then the second 2 lines, they switch to Portuguese. I'm just going to do it all in English, but I'm also going to do the octave jump for the second half the way they do when they go to Portuguese and they octave jump. So here's how the bridge sounds. Who is like the Lord? Who is like the Lord? Who is like the Lord? At this point, it's just the second time through the pattern. Who is like the Lord? Third time, we're going to octave jump. Who is like the Lord? But the chords are the same. Who is like the Lord? Fourth time, we'll stay in that octave, but there's a difference in the chords, so pay attention here. Who is like the Lord? Now here's where it changes. Who is like the Lord? All right, so you may have also noticed that my strum pattern changed. Now I'm doing triplets for all the beats, and we could still count this as in 4/4, or if you want, you can really think of it as in 6/8 at this point, but we can count it as if it's in 4/4, but we're just playing triplets. So every one of the beats is going to be 3. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And it only does that in the bridge. If that throws you off, then you don't have to do it. You could just strum as you've been strumming. Who is like the Lord? Who is like the Lord? And it'll work out just the same. All right, so now let's count out the chords that I played. And so the basic pattern, the one that plays through lines 1, 2, and 3 exactly, is just going to be F for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, G for 4, D minor for 4, E for 4. And then when you get to the 4th and final line, it's going to change because it'll go F for 4, 2, 3, 4, then G for 4. And then we got a string of 2-beat chords. So we have D minor, 2, C over E, 2, F, 2, Okay, so at this point, we've gone through every part of the song, and what I'm going to do now is play through the entire thing so that you have a chance to practice along with me. Now, if you think you're going to have trouble keeping up with my tempo, not a problem. Just go into the playback settings menu of this video and change the playback speed to something slower like 0.75x. It'll probably make me sound really weird, but I don't really care, and it'll make it a lot easier for you to keep up, so go for it if you want to. I'm going to start by going into the intro, and then I'll go verse 1A, chorus, verse 1B, chorus, bridge, chorus, and I'll just end the song on an A minor. All right, let's begin with the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat, but with ah. Verse 1A. Our Father, holy are you. Only wise God, righteous and true. Chorus. Omnipotent, abounding in mercy and perfect in your wisdom and judgment, you rule the earth with faithfulness, power, and love. Omnipotent, abounding in mercy and perfect in your wisdom and judgment, you rule the earth with faithfulness, power, and love. Verse 1b. Our Father, holy are you. Only wise God, righteous and true. Chorus. Omnipotent, abounding in mercy and perfect in your wisdom and judgment, you rule the earth with faithfulness, power, and love. Omnipotent, abounding in mercy and perfect in your wisdom and judgment, you rule the earth with faithfulness, power, and love. Bridge to the triplets. Who is like the Lord? 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 Octave jump next time. Who is like the Lord? Who is like the Lord? Last time. Who is like the Lord? Get ready for the walk up after this G. Who is like the Lord? Omnipotent, abounding in mercy and perfect in your wisdom and judgment, you rule the earth with faithfulness, power, and love. Omnipotent, abounding in mercy and perfect in your wisdom and judgment, you rule the earth with faithfulness, power, and love. And with an A minor. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to click on link number 3 and check out my other chord charts and song tutorials. If you want to help me make more videos, you can support me on Patreon using the link below. God bless, and I look forward to seeing you next time.